lose belly fat is to eat a high-protein diet. Think about the hunter, the way the hunter might eat. You know, a hunter can go catch an animal or a fish, but they can also find, you know, some berries or some fruit or something like that. What a hunter can't get, of course, would be a loaf of bread or, you know, some cereal or pasta. You know, and so if a hunter can't eat it, you shouldn't eat it either.
Okay.
So walk us through a typical plan that someone who's got a big belly might want to stick to, and if they're going to blast away that belly fat.
Well, sure. One of the things that we know about the hunter type, the type with more belly fat, is that they actually tend to get hungry a little less often. And they actually don't have a better metabolism, so they can lose weight a little bit easier. So we want to, again, fuel the metabolism with high protein. A good choice would be a turkey burger, for example, for lunch, or some chicken meatloaf, for example, at
fries
dinner.
over there.
These are baked, of course. Yes. Now,
Go for the head fat.
and here, these are not mashed potatoes, but those are actually mashed cauliflower. It's a great way to get low carbohydrate food.
It tastes the same?
It tastes just as good. It's really excellent.
If I can just point something out, I see lunch and dinner here, but there's no breakfast. There's no breakfast.
You've
That's not an accident.
Yeah,
That's probably like my hardest thing, because I always hear on the diet, you're supposed to eat breakfast.
That's what everybody's heard, is you're supposed to eat breakfast. But that's not true.
I'm not a typical breakfast eater.
That's exactly right.
But I feel like I have to, because this is what the diet
So
tells me to do.
you're not hungry for breakfast?
No. I can have like a glass of orange juice and I'm fine.
So why is that?
And that's so typical of the hunter. They're not hungry for breakfast. Now, if you're not hungry for breakfast, don't get up and force yourself to eat it. That's a big mistake. You'll eat more calories over the day. So you let your hunger, your appetite be your guide. And again, we haven't put breakfast because if you're not hungry for breakfast, don't eat it.
No, this goes against everything I've ever learned about diet. It's shocking to me that you could take away that whole foundation of diet planning.
Yeah, it's incredible. And again, that breakfast is just extra calories, especially for the belly fat, the hunter type.
That's shocking to me.
It's actually relieving.
It is a relief. It is a relief. You feel better. Now it actually confirms how you felt.
Big belly women, how many of you feel like you don't really want to have breakfast? I just can't believe I did not hear that until today.
Sure.
All right, so this is another one that sort of surprised me. They're going to celebrate you for doing this, but from a scientific perspective, why would a dessert like ice cream be acceptable?
So I'll be back.
Sure, everybody wants the desserts, and we had that craving for dessert. And what we're craving is not necessarily, it's not our appetite driving that. It's a feeling. We feel good when we eat dessert, and that's because it raises a hormone serotonin. You've heard of it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's that feel-good hormone.
I hear that I lack it.
Yeah, you lack it, and one of the things that raises it is having something that's a little bit sweet. But the reason I like ice cream, the reason I like ice cream is it's not just sweet. There's also some protein and there's also some fat. So it's actually a better choice for a dessert than, let's say, something like sorbet, which is all sugar.
I'm just going to be clear about this. So you're saying ice cream is okay on this diet because it's less in sugar than some of the things in
sorbet or other choices, like a cookie, for example. So ice cream is actually a reasonable choice. Yeah.
That surprises me.
These things have never been said on our stage before. That's stunning to me. All right, and finally, you've had a wow factor to this diet plan. Not just any juice there. You're arguing that you can actually blow through this fat that you got with this booster, which is?
Well, I'm a big fan of pomegranate juice, and there's so many good things about pomegranate juice. If you've ever had it, for one, it's not sweet. So it's not like these sweetened juices that really have too much sugar in them.
Like
so it's,
cranberry.
Yeah, like cranberry, which is sweetened, right? Not only that, look at the color. It's loaded with antioxidants, and that helps combat a problem that belly fat, the hunter type, has, and that is inflammation.
Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Makes sense to all the belly women out there?